Hello everyone, I'm Dark Lord Jodo, and welcome back to Lap of the Gods. We are officially in Act 3 now. I know the screen looks the same, but that's because, well, this is what it was supposed to look like when we got to Act 3. And technically, the home screen was supposed to look different for Act 2, but if you watched Act 2, you'll understand that I am dumb. In my cold medicine-induced delirium, I had muted my audio. And I was a bit incapacitated. Only a little bit. During my previous recording of Act 2, and therefore messed it up by a lot. So, I had to re-record it, as you would know, and here we are now at the actual point that I am technically on, where this is all new to me again. Everything looks good. I'm checking the audio. I did that last time too, so I know that there's audio. But anyway, I'm excited to get into it. I hope you guys are too, and I cannot wait to find out what's going on next. In our last episode, we met God. We met the Lap. We found out that we are basically just a civilization living on her brain, and that all of the gateways that have been created were so that she could slowly regain her strength because somebody plunged a giant sword into her chest. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it would seem that in this universe, God is a dead woman, mostly dead, with a sword stuck in her chest, in a hallway, slowly trying to bring herself back to life. We did a lot of other stuff too, but I feel like that was the biggest reveal of all. And so now, here we are, once again, jumping back into it. Oh yes, in the event that you see anything like this, pause and read for yourself, please. Sir? Yes. You weren't planning on sleeping here, were you? No. I wasn't planning on it, at least. Oh, well that's good. I just wanted to check, since that's against policy. Anywho, I noticed that you've been on here for the past few stops. Well, all of my stops. We're about to close up, is what I mean. Oh, sorry. No, I really do have somewhere to be. I've just been avoiding it. It's probably unhealthy. And I know it's unhealthy, but I'd rather acknowledge how unhealthy it is than do something about it. Sorry, that's the problem. I'll get off the bus now. I'm in my own head about it, you know. It's family drama. Ah, why didn't you say so? What other drama is there, huh? But what the? Oh, sweet lord. Hello, my child. My everything. What in the... What are you? You are once again in my embrace. Why would you go? Why would you go? Leaving your mother to rot here, to die, to burn. You twisted, horrible, selfish little abomination. Whatever the fuck you are, I am no child of yours. We were so close to reliving it, though, weren't we? Before I murder this miserable bitch of a planet, I'm going to do what will be repeated for eternity. A parent killing their child. Fuck. That's one hell of a way to start off Act 3, I guess. I think they're talking about us. Probably. I mean, I would probably be too. We haven't eaten anything in days. How you can stomach food right now is beyond me. Is it... Huh. I thought half of this was just you wanting a rest. If you want to go look for Scorial, go look for him. And 5-7, I mean this when I say it. You're not even going to look at me? If you ever want to call me, 5-7, I will absolutely speak to you. We've gone through something so life-changing together, and you have stuck your neck out for me so many times, and I thank you so much for that. But don't you ever try to let Scorial speak to me again. I don't want to hear his voice. I don't want to see his face. I don't want him in my life. I have nothing to say. I feel like he's changed. That wasn't even him, really. It was him, but... Goodbye, Marion. I hope that you find peace. I got more tea. I gotta figure out how. Just walked right down the subway. Oh, it's Klex. What could you possibly want from me? I assume you're the one who tied me up. You've assumed correctly. Where did you find my corpse? Outside of the office. I'm sure you were coming to kill us. I knew someone would be here. And I was explicitly going to take my anger out upon them. And? And what? That's it? You're going to come here and just take your anger out on us? What else would there be? A reason for everything. You wanted to kill Scorial and Marion because the Lap is going to die. I know that. You're an idiot. How do I respond to that? I don't care for the Lap. I've never met them. If they hear me now, perfect. I only care for the him. I don't care about what happens to the Lord of the Universe or whatever they call themselves. It's all a big tea party and we're just the little toys. I was told by a voice. Gatekeeper 0901. As the Lord of the Universe's sickness grows in viciousness, so does your importance. It told me where I could find Scorial, told me where I could find Marion, told me that if they happened to hold a seance, delved into the minds of one another, then the end would be right around the corner. This forbidden meeting of the two prophesized begins. One, a con man, the other, a factory worker. And all along, after I had tried to prevent this seance, it turns out there was no ceremony, no decorum. For them, it was so flippant, so disregarded. They treated such a divine thing as playing a board game on a rainy Sunday. The hymn is gone now. My only purpose. And because of that idiot, I should have lobotomized him when I had the chance. I should have shattered your body apart when I had the chance. Then do it, you sniveling little cow. Grant me peace once more, for how I beg of it. Has anyone ever told you you're very theatrical? Do you matter that much to you? Don't try to sympathize with me. Well, I'm going to. Honestly, I think you're a complete psychopath. But you... Tell me about you two. Convince me. He died. He died, you insufferable dunce. He was without me for all this time as I hunted you three maniacs down. You wasted my... He was my everything. I loved him so much. Do you know about his impending death as well? No. I preferred it if I didn't let him know. Gatekeepers are made aware of the lapse broadcasts, and they're intended to be passed on to our gateway, but I decided not to. This threat, a new gateway not made by the lap, will tunnel her way into the hymn, the newest of the lap's servants. The intruder will take his throne and kill the hymn from within, both body and soul. The hymn would be freed from his confines as a gateway in the metaphysical realm, but without the lap to sustain the connection between this life and the next, there is no afterlife to be had. The gateways will be forgotten by everyone, even their own gatekeepers. I'm not going to let that happen. I can't let that be his existence, an animal abandoned in a cage. I had thought he locked me out of the mind. I had thought he finally was sick of my crusade. But the affliction was consuming him while I was out, alone and waiting. I was a fool. I was cocky. I'm disgusted with myself for thinking that I shouldn't have told him. I thought I could sweep Scorial and Marion under the rug, just slaughter them like sheep, and then him and I would have our happily ever after. What an idiot I was. How childish, how selfish. I think it's sweet, to be honest. Don't condescend me. I'm not. Even though you tried to literally murder my husband, I feel something like sympathy towards you. So, if I let you out of the chair, how soon will it be before you try and kill me? That was my first mistake, not killing you. I had no reason to. I'll harm to get what I need, but I'll only kill when they stand in my way. And you did. But not anymore. I would have killed you right now once I slip from these chains. I don't care anymore. Even with the lap dying? I told you, I don't care. I never have. They've been sick for eons. Thank God they finally made a decision and started to close up shop. But all of us, all of you, there was the him and I. Everybody else is just noise. A very yandere of him. I did just come in here for some me time, but the moment I saw you, I swear I blacked out for a second, and then I remembered some things. You and I have to clear up some issues I'm having, because you don't make any goddamn sense. A pain in the ass. It sounds heartbreaking. Is there truly nothing that we can do? Not one thing? Well, maybe. I don't really know. I'm trying to, you know Scorial? Escaped prisoner 00... I apologize. Yes, I do. What has happened to him? Not really sure. The mind seems to be easy to get lost in. And he's either somewhere out there trying to get back to 5-7 and I, or he's in the mind trying to get back to us in some other way. Either way, he's dead or lost. As much as it seems as though I'm against you three, I hope he isn't dead. I had thought you told me he was your brother. He is. And is that a bad thing? I had thought you two had seemed close-knit. I did trust him. I liked him. I thought he was fun, and he was helping me. From you talking to me right now and me remembering my name, it all came back to me, but only after. Without me, you insects don't get an afterlife. You may be able to destroy this body, but the death of the him signals that my death is imminent. Unless you both off yourselves, maybe. The siblings, I mean, not you, 5-7. However, if you want to maybe end your own life too, just in case, choose the course of the next, I don't know, 48 hours? Wisely. After that, I can't say that my heart will continue to beat. But if you end your lives, perhaps this will reverse. I will also receive my ascension, as all of you will. How does it feel to know that this is the end? Damn. What should we do now? Oh, I kind of mentally checked out there. Marion? And, but this is the end, was the last thing she said to me. I don't suppose you have any ideas. I am in awe. How are you holding up? I'm existing. Just letting it all happen. Look at me now. I just told you that the world is ending, and here I am. Excuse me, Marion? You had never mentioned anything about the world ending. Well, I mean, the lap had said that there was a chance that her body could rot, but since it's been calcified, she may just mummify. Even she doesn't know. But the afterlife, at least, a pipe dream. Fertility will die off. We will not all suffer, according to her. The lap will close her eyes for the final time, finally dying. She said that she would have ascended to another plane of existence, or something like that, but now she will finally rest. Clicks. Oh shit. That is a big ol' eyeball. Gatekeeper. Shall we continue this conversation within the confines of my mind? Your silence will always be taken as a yes. No need to thank me for rejuvenating you. Klex is what you like being called. I tried giving you as much clean lifeblood as I could. That was all I could spare. Again, silence, yes. Klex is the name, okay. Klex. We have what I would consider a pest problem. I know you know of it. Marion and Scorial are obviously too slippery of an issue for you to handle, so I'll direct your skills towards the other situation at hand. This so-called, I am not your monkey. Do not direct me. As the hymn was dying, and even while he was alive, you were the last thing on my mind. I will make sure that your carelessness will not be glossed over by karma. I had nothing to do with the hymn's death, if that's what you're so upset over. You made him a gateway. You took him away from his friends, took him away from his family, took away his life. No matter how grateful I am for his existence in my life, it will be bathed in guilt as I leached off his life sentence, wanting him all to myself. How selfish, how romanticized and childish. But perhaps we would have had a peaceful death in the physical world, instead of a festering from disease while he paces about in his pathetic little cage. I will make sure your death will be no less peaceful. I made you. That was your first mistake. Hey, you're up. What good timing, huh? He's very good at it. Who's that? I have been waiting for this conversation. Well, 5-7, even after 5 coffees, I cannot pester him enough. Klex remains as boring as ever. Damn. Calling someone boring usually guarantees a response. I had thought you two were maybe like telepathically chatting or something this entire time. I wish. That'd be cool. But sadly, no. I've been hearing a lot of pins dropping this entire time. The smell of coffee, the warmth of the cup, the cool wind. This is the beauty of the world we are witnessing, and it the simplicity of our senses. You don't know it, Klex. Despite the fact that you can hear, that you can see, all of that in a gatekeeper body is dulled in comparison to what a physical being experiences in this realm. What you feel, what you smell, what you taste. Are you saying my little made-up life is meaningless because I'm not cramming food down my gullet? or rubbing myself against the pavement like a drug-addled deer? Ha! Well, no. But there are people like that. Those people live a bit extra for the rest of us that hold our inner party animal back by the ever-fraying leash. I am on a lot of drugs. There was more to that sentence at one point. Regardless, I was a gatekeeper a lifetime ago. I know you know. Quiet down. The bloom was my gateway. When it was finally her time, she encouraged me to take a chance and explore the world that had only been seen in glimpses by me. But the stories of the world that the bloom had weaved to me, some things were complete exaggerations, without question. I was so mad at her for like a month. Foie gras isn't even as good as it sounds. The opera isn't as romantic as it looks. But even just visiting those places that the bloom had shared with me in our many conversations, tasting the food at the places she had told me to try, watching all of her favorite films, reading all of her favorite books, and branching off from each of those categories to meld my own experiences and life. I could talk about the bloom as long as my body could stay awake. Sleep, darling. That's a realistic drawback about life. Sleeping and eating and other things I'll happily complain to you about, so you'll know I'm not just quoting old poetry, but speaking from what is simply an old mind. Even those are nothing but the most minor of minor inconveniences when compared to the beauty of this world. One that the him did live in, one that he loved. One that abandoned him. One that forgot him. But don't you remember him? Isn't that enough? Of course, I could always be saying things that coerce you into helping us poor physical beings. Of course I could. I know you're not stupid. And I know that with all of your declarations of being a heartless monster, you might actually be one. 5-7 had come by my library in order to desperately search for answers for his husband, who may be locked within the mind. Long story short, so maybe you'll listen to our pleas. An afterlife can occur. You and the him can be together if that is what you want. How do you know? How could you possibly have a solution? Well, we both know that you don't mind getting downright gory. What are your limits? Hold on, Marion. God, those abs are crazy. There's no rush. There is a rush. I don't have a soul. I'm synthetic. This is the only life that we have. We don't get an afterlife, regardless of whatever happens. But don't leave us stranded in a barren world. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about how careless I sounded. I got so caught up in my own bullshit that I became someone else. We're gonna get this figured out. One way or another, it's gonna be solved. For the better. I only do this as in extremely special occasions, but can I get a hoorah? Yeah, sure. Hoorah! And that was that. This is where my journey ends with you, Marion. I must go join my sisters in the tomb. They're gathering for what may be the last time. After that occurs, we will be diligently trying to maintain millions of people in a blind panic. Whatever you're doing, make sure it happens. Thanks for coming, Marion. Did Sepia give it to you? She did, and I still want him to live. The way it was shown to me, I was thinking about it more, and I know exactly why you feel the way you do. Not a soul can do a thing about it other than him. Squirrel is always a few steps ahead, but this is such a specific situation. If it was happening to anybody else, I think we would have to tell them they'd have to figure it out. And that's, sadly, what I'm gonna have to tell him. Now is the time. Well, here goes oh, oh, him! You're not looking so good. My daughter. My, how you've changed. You know, when the lap reaches into your mind, gets her filthy hands knuckle deep in there, she, funnily enough, with hands unclean, cleanses it. Of all the haze, I finally feel like I can think clearly for the first time in a lifetime, which really speaks volumes when I say that I don't regret the way that I treated you two. I remember when I first took you both here. I thought you'd make me whole. I thought you'd make me feel something. And for a short time, you both filled an emptiness within me. But soon, all of that blew away. And now, I've realized why I was so bitter towards both of you for all those years. You stole from me. You stole my peace, stole my time, stole my innocence. I was chosen by the lamp to reign over you ants. She granted me the crown, and she didn't even know it. All of that extra time to build myself up in the connective tissues of her brain and plant my own stalk instead of her doing it for me. And I aimed high above, and I learned my travel as my body changed, as my mind expunged of all the muck that clogged it for so many years. I learned that while all of the other beings that are turned into gateways are trees, I am but a weed, suckling the teat of the garden of all creation until the entire harvest is dry and dead. As soon as I lull this god into her dissension, a rotting corpse will give way for this garden to sprawl further into the fields, into acres, into continents. Perhaps another 18 hours. Could be a full day. No. Always watching. And yet, how blind is she? She claims ignorance when the world is by her hand. And as with you and your brother, he finally gave in. Shh. Hush. It's... What the fuck was that? Gatekeeper? Gatekeeper, you feel closer than usual. Flex, disregard my comments about silence from earlier. You've been openly hostile towards me, and I either demand an explanation, an apology, or both. Flex? shit. Giving her back some of the lifeblood? Or taking over? I don't know if that's good or not. Oh. Oh? Okay. So we just blew up the fucking hymn? Alright. I don't. You. Oh, shit. Will not puppeteer his corpse any longer. Damn. 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 Klex took over the lap. Or joined with her. And, well, I was just in the middle of reporting doom, gloom, anarchy, and the glory of the void. But unfortunately, it seems to be a lovely day so far. Oh, dear God. Scorio, you're awake. Huzzah. I expect such a long story after this one. I can't say you'll get much of one in return. I'm so happy that... You're the librarian. Pleasure, dear. The name is Hum. She helped us access the mind again. She used to be a gatekeeper, like Zimmer. 5-7 and Marion went through thick and thin to get you back. To be honest, I was expecting it all to kind of backfire. Not in a negative way. You know, nobody has ever done this before. Oh God, you know? Like the sculptings of a gateway. There are not really any plans. Well, let's not look this gift horse in the mouth, whatever that means. Speaking of Marion, where did she go? She said she had to go. Something about, to be completely honest with you, she never said anything to me other than that she had to go. No. She didn't forget anything, Scorio. Marion has... It's part of the long story you wanted. One week later. Marion, It doesn't explain a lot. Still, my God. Are you alright, at least? Call me, even if I'm asleep. What do I have going on these days other than sleeping? I mean it. I will, I swear. Tomorrow evening I'll call you up. I'll make coffee. Take off next week if you want. Scratch that. You tell me when you want to come back. All paid, and I won't hear a thing about it. Employee of the century. It's pretty funny. She riding that little bike? Oh, there he is, no smoke. You can sit in that chair if you want. Did you want anything to drink? I'm okay. Thank you. How's 5-7? He's doing fantastic, really. Works at the library now with Hum. What about you? Still trying to figure that one out. At the heat of 5'7", I'm attempting to be a bit more contemplative. Try to actually have a path in mind before taking all of these big leaps. It's not easy, but I'm figuring it out. How have you been? Why are you here, Scorial? At the risk of sounding, for lack of a better word, childish, I don't know why you're mad at me. 5'7" won't tell me. Says that only you could really hold that answer, and that he never would tell me out of respect to you. He's not mad at me. Other people aren't mad at me. And this isn't to sound angry or to sound callous. This is where my mind is trying to make sense of what I did. If I did something to you, truly, I am sorry. And whatever I did do, I will attempt to undo what I can. If I can undo it, I will try to take whatever steps I can to mend this relationship you and I have, if that is what you want. And if you don't wish to, that is okay. I will walk out forever and not barge into your life again, no matter what. And for that, I do mean it. But for me to do that, I need to know why. That is all I ask of you. No, you do deserve that. You do. And I know you do. You deserve an answer. Do you remember anything at all about us? From when we were kids? No. Well, it's like I'm trying to remember old home movies. That's how I was at first. I'm surprised that she absorbed you into her, like, physically, and yet you still didn't witness anything. I'm not lying to you. I know you aren't. I just find it interesting that what happened to us just flip-flops in severity. It's not important, just interesting. You really don't remember a thing? Not one. Everything that I've seen have been peeks through a keyhole. Some were more real feeling than others, some only sounds, some only visions. But erratic. Huh? I saw the whole thing so clearly. And you really want to talk about it? Yes, please. Okay. I'll tell you. Mom! Mom, wait! Where are you going? Did you call 911? He'll be fine. He'll be fine, Marion. Just give me a minute. Just one fucking minute to think. You know, I was thinking when that character first got introduced, how similar she looked to Marion. Like, they had the same feet. And kind of the same general shape, I guess. But, and of course, when the him was talking to Marion, it was pretty obvious that it was her mother because of how the him was talking to her. The him, I guess, controlled by her mother. But, just shut up and let me think. Let me think. Don't worry. Don't worry. But she's a nurse. I don't care. She hurts us. She's so mean. I never told you this, but... You know how our neighbor almost got arrested by the police like 1,000,000 years ago? Last month? He got arrested because the guidance counselor made me give them a number they could call so they could talk to Mom. I didn't want them to call her. She would have been so mad. So I put down Mr. Wallace's phone number. They kept calling him, and then he just freaked out. I don't want to tell anybody anymore. Even the police? Aren't you mad too? I don't know. She's Mom. I hate her. I do, too. Okay, Starting out, can you mow lawns? Most grown-ups have lawnmowers you can use if you need to borrow one. I can do that. Can you sell things door to door? Maybe. What could I sell? Babysitting? I don't like babies. Neither do I. It has to pay a lot because of that, right? That's why the parents are getting away, because they don't like the babies either. Hey, good point. We saved up $4,000 and some change. 4,000? $14 and a dime. We saved it up over the course of a few years. It was vivid for me when I first saw all of this. I could have probably even told you the specific time all of this happened. Not anymore. It was like a dream that you had already forgotten parts of the second you woke up. It was maybe 3 years. I was a nanny for a family for 2 summers. You mowed every lawn you could, cleaned pools, and the only time we spent any money was to get us both bikes so we could do that paper route. We hid them in the bushes by the train tracks so Mom wouldn't have any idea. Right after school, you think you can do it? I mean, yeah, I'm ready. Right after school, I'm going over there. Should I meet you? You know the field by that convenience store in town? The one with the pretzels? Aries? Yeah, right by there. Okay, are you sure you don't want me to pick it up? I have the info. I want to see if I can do it. Okay, that's fine. I want to see if I can talk to him without shaking. I'm scared. I was too. I was afraid for you at first, but I was at first more terrified that you or the cops were going to call the house. I thought Mom would find out, and I thought everything would fall apart even more. I was so worried for you, I really was. I thought maybe the cops had found you. I thought maybe you had to lay low for a day or so for some reason, whatever reason. I really had thought that you had either died because you drove back in a mad dash from me, or maybe someone pulled you over because you looked like a 14-year-old driving a car. I looked for you in the news. In the missing persons section of every newspaper and magazine I could get my hands on for years. I looked for you until I couldn't stand doing it anymore. Because I was never going to find anything at all, was I? After you left, Mom was so out of her mind that she didn't even notice at first. And then she finally came to and did notice. She blamed me. Said I drove away her perfect child. And any hate she had left over for you was focused on me. She tormented us. And after you left, she continued tormenting me and me alone. And she just kept fixing me up. Even after she was fired, she still thought she was such a professional. When I finally had enough, when I couldn't take another second of her torture, I escaped. Go. Just go. I had $31 by the time I escaped. Whenever I saved up more than $100, she always managed to find out, no matter where I hid it. Good heavens. He gave me a job, treated me like family. It was terrifying to see how other people acted when together with their family. It's like I was watching a sitcom on TV and I somehow got transported into it. He set me up in a hotel until I was able to save for an apartment. After so many years of being afraid to get up in the morning, terrified that me escaping was all just some big dream I had, and I would one day wake up back in a new cast Mom left me in. I felt safe. I felt happy. I never really felt that before. And then, would it be wrong if I... Wrong if you what? It probably would be better if I came, wouldn't it? Yeah, just to maybe get everything in order. Ah, mm-hmm. It's... it's complicated. But thanks for letting me know. Hey, actually, does she still live at that same address? Really? That's surprising. The neighbors haven't complained in all these years. Oh, really? Was it the guy to the left? I don't know who that is. Sorry, I get chatty when I get nervous. I'll let you go. Thanks for letting me know of this. You too. And thank you. I'm sure somebody misses her. Goodbye. Hey there, bud. Everything okay? Oh, yeah. Thanks for asking, Joe. It's just family trouble. You know how it is. Oh, do I ever. Thanksgiving, am I right? I guess you're right. How you have continued to live in this shithole is beyond me. You look so peaceful right now. When did we get... Whoa. So a gateway really is just chosen at random. I mean, she says it's random. It's not like she has a big hat that she draws out of. Also, kind of makes it a bit more fair than having a pool to select from, huh? I suppose so. But isn't that cruel? Take someone away when they could be young, have their whole rest of their life waiting for them. Have children been chosen? Oh yeah, it sucked. Why not take the sick, the elderly? Maybe they'd enjoy the rejuvenation. You're thinking of things too much like how we would, Scorio. The Lap doesn't have mercy. She doesn't have right and wrong. She just does. She's a force of nature less than she is a god. As long as you have a body, a heart, a brain, a soul, the Lap does not care who you are. Mercy is our concept, not the universe's. Whoa. Um, what am I writing here for? Hmm. You abandoned me, Scorio. And I won't sugarcoat it, because I can't. Marion, I, I truly, from the bottom of my soul, apologize for this. There is no excuse. And when I say I don't remember, please don't take that as an accusation towards you. I have no doubt in my mind that all that you told me was the truth. Only the truth and nothing but the truth. And I know it is the truth. But that person was me, but I am not that person. Scorio, I don't hate you. I know that the person you are now is honestly different. I know that you have changed, or you may not even be the same. But whenever I see you now, all I see is the person who broke my heart. Thank you so much for seeking me out. Just to make sure that I was okay. And maybe one day we'll talk again. But for now, I need some time. That's okay. You're okay now. You're okay. Damn. Dedicated in the loving memory of Sabrina Adams Pickett. Damn. Oh, God. The feelings. Oh, there's so many feelings going through me. Why would you do this to me? Curse you, Muda Games. Curse you. Ah. Ah. No AI was used. We have a brain. Ah, God, that was so good. Oh man, damn, that ending was sad as fuck. But hey, I mean, you know, they stopped the end of the world from happening. Klex ascended to godhood. Um, they got their identities back. They found everything out. Oh, good, it's still the same terrifying home screen. Fantastic. But man, that was good. That was so good. That was really, really good. You know, two siblings reuniting after all those years, after being tormented by their mother. Man, that was really good. That was so, so good. And I really enjoyed that thoroughly. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Definitely go support Muda Games because this was awesome. And I'm so excited. I just saw that they recently announced a new project, and I'm probably gonna play that whenever that comes out. But as always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.